Hey everybody, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to profitably, that's the key word, profitably scale your company to $100,000 plus in ad spend on Facebook, Instagram, and AdWords. I'm Meredith, the creative director at Bidico. We help e-commerce companies scale their paid traffic. So let's get into it. Over the years, we have helped a ton of e-commerce brands go from spending very little, sometimes zero or, less than $5,000 a month to scaling up to 100, 300. We have some clients spending $800,000 a month. And we really got to thinking, what is it that sets those brands apart from the other brands that are really struggling? Some people really struggle to spend $500, $1,000 a day. And what is that differentiator? So we've boiled it down. We're going to share all of the very common but very, very crucial elements to these brands and their campaigns that help them scale their advertising dollars profitably. The first crucial element is a 2 to 3x return. So we have found a common denominator amongst every campaign that we've really significantly scaled is that they are seeing a 2 or a 3x return. And you might be sitting there and thinking, well, I want a 5x. And that's just not realistic. So I'm just going to put that out there now. 5x at scale is not realistic. And you're going to see a lot of talking heads talking about how they get a 10x or a 12x or something really stupid. That's when you're spending pennies. That's when you're spending less than $1,000. When you're talking serious money, you're talking serious scale, a 2 to 3x is really, really good. So, maybe you're running campaigns right now and you're in that range. You're on the right path. That's good. That's what you want to see. The other thing you want to shy away from is shooting too low in the attempt to scale. So we've seen clients come in with expectations like, oh, well, let's just get a 1.5 because, we can handle that. That'll help us scale. In the end, you're going to end up hemorrhaging money. It's not sustainable. It's not healthy for the bottom line. So we're going to recommend a 2 to 3x. We've seen it time and time again. That's kind of the sweet spot for scaling. You're not getting a 5x, but you're still making money. So, if you're spending $100,000, you should be getting $200,000 to $300,000 back in return. Obviously, you should be doing the math, run your numbers, see what your margins are, figure out how much you really have to work with, and figure out what a 2 or a 3x is going to look like for you. The second thing is 1 to maybe 3 of your ads are going to drive the majority of your sales. I want you to hear that again. 1 to 3 of your ads are going to drive the majority of your sales, no matter how badly you want it to be. 50% of your ads, 75% of your ads, that is just not how the world works. If you know anything about the 80-20 principle, it's the 80-20 principle rearing its ugly head yet again. So I get it. You want to test. You want to try. You want to taste. You want to touch. You want to do all of the little things to whittle away at your campaigns to try and beat that hero. I'm not saying that you shouldn't test, but I'm trying to set that expectation that every single brand that we have scaled significantly has maybe a very small collection of ads that are doing all of the heavy lifting. So with that being said, what do we do when the hero ad fails? Because inevitably, what goes up must come down. And what we suggest is testing and, continue to try and beat the hero ads because at some point, the hero will fail, as all heroes do in real life, not in the movies, because the hero always wins. But have those plan Bs ready in place to execute when the hero goes down. And, lean into the hero. Dissect the hero. What is it about these ads that we think are really, making them run? Why are people attracted to them? And then just try and recreate them. Honestly, it's worked time and time and time again. Every audience is going to prefer something different. Sometimes every product is going to prefer something different. So figure out what the sweet spot is and then just try to reiterate upon that. The third one is brands that invest in video are able to scale faster. So if you are watching this and you are trying to decide where you should be putting some of your marketing dollars, where you should be putting some of your creative dollars in your business, do it in video. I promise you, you will not regret it. So 3 years ago, you could get away with running single ad images. They worked really well. It was a dream for literally everybody because Photography and single still images take way less time to produce than a video or a GIF or something that's animated with motion graphics. But video's not going anywhere, animation's not going anywhere, and you will fall behind in your product category if you do not level up your creative. The next one is get your systems in place. And what do I mean by that? You probably have not taken the time to thoroughly go through every single system and I guess what you would call the steel rods of your business. And that is your customer service, your warehouse, your manufacturing, your fulfillment, your social team, your email marketing. What are the steel rods that are helping making your business run? Because if those are not in place, social advertising is going to be nothing but a waste of money. It will get you so far, you'll do pretty well, but in the end, if you do not have some of these crucial, important steel rods, it's gonna crumble. So, things start to scale and you don't have enough customer service representatives. Are you ready to pull all-nighters? That's not what this is about, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. We start to scale and you don't have your fulfillment in place. You don't have your supply chain optimized. What's gonna happen? You're gonna run out of product and you're gonna lose momentum. What happens when you start sending all this traffic to your website and you really start scaling and you're not capturing emails? You're just missing out on money. So, think about it like this. You want to look at social advertising and, scaling your campaigns is kind of your last step. It's like the cherry on top. And you can't have a cherry on top of nothing. Like, you have to build the sundae. So, go back, take a look, really evaluate. How strong are you in each single section of your business? Rate it on a 1 to 10. Anything that is not a 7 or above needs to have some time and deserves a little bit of attention to get it into that 7 to 10 range, because that is how you scale profitably. The other crucial and I think kind of overlooked component is PR and influencer content. I know PR feels dead. It is not dead. It is alive. It is thriving. It is driving some seriously low CPAs. And if you are not dedicated to securing PR for your brand, for your company, or generating influencer buzz, securing partnerships with influencers, you're really missing out. Not only does it diversify your marketing, but it adds fuel to your ad campaigns. So everything that you're doing beyond running campaigns is going to help your campaigns. I hope that makes sense. But, any type of press that you get can be used to drive more sales. Any type of influencer content you use can drive more sales. And so you want to have a really concentrated and dedicated effort to cultivating those relationships with either, maybe they're journalists, maybe they're brand publications, maybe they're blogs, maybe they're bloggers, maybe they're influencers, whoever they are. Start building those relationships, start gathering press, or better yet, hire somebody to do it for you. Get an agency. There are a ton of different ways to still garner up press for your product. And it's super important to, not forget to explore other options. A lot of times we'll see, people really kind of coast on their social advertising, and it doesn't help create the healthiest marketing plan. So we highly suggest dig into PR, digging into influencers. There are a ton of different ways to do it. I'll let the internet teach you how to do that. And let's move on to the next one. So momentum. And this point is more of a mindset. Social advertising is a roller coaster. We always call it like the marketing stock market. So you have to really be prepared to kind of hang on for the long run. You're going to see big wins. You're going to see, hopefully not big lows, but you're going to see dips. You're going to see highs and valleys. And it's important to remember that in the beginning stages of scaling, momentum is hard to gather and it takes a little bit of time. And so going from $1,000 to $3,000 a day is so much harder than going from $3,000 to $10,000 a day. And, it really is just the snowball effect. Once you really start spending a handful of money, the algorithm starts working in your favor. And I hate it. It's pay to play, but that's how it is. And so it's important just to keep the faith, hold on, Trust that the process is working. If you have the right team in place, you have the right campaign structures, the right ads, or the right agency, you will get there. But do not pull the plug in that, that crucial beginning stage where you're really trying to push past 1,000 and for whatever reason, you're feeling like your campaigns have plateaued. Just keep on keeping on. So the last thing we want to talk about is average order value. So we have helped scale companies that have average order values of $35. We've also helped companies that have average order values of 120 plus cart values. And that means to say that it doesn't matter what your average order value is, but you should always be continuously looking at how you can raise that. And what does that mean? That means raising it through upsells. If you don't have upsell software installed within your cart, please do that today. You're missing out on revenue. You can build bundles. Who doesn't love a bundle? I will tell you, the internet loves a bundle. I don't care what you put together. Put one and one together. Get creative. They don't even have to relate. Find a way to make, whoever's looking at your site think that they relate, think that they need both of them. The other thing is to increase your shipping threshold. That's a tongue twister, shipping threshold. Increase that, raise it. If people are not walking away from your site with enough loot, you want to give them a reason to do that. A free shipping threshold can really make a difference. We've seen that time and time again. Even a $10 increase makes the difference between like a $30 average order value to a $50 average order value. And that $20 really starts to add up. But what I'm really trying to get to is that if, say, you have like a $25 average order value and you're looking for a 3X, do you see how unrealistic that is? And maybe you don't. Maybe I need to tell you that we have not seen $8 CPAs consistently in a couple years. And we're working with big budgets. We're working with big brands. So this isn't like, we just don't know what we're doing. It's just not a part of the industry anymore. It's really, really hard as costs are rising, as more people are spending, to see such a high return on such a small average order value. So what do? Bundles, upsells, higher free shipping threshold. I nailed it that time. Did you hear it? Anyways, what I'm saying is get the average order value up and you are going to be just fine. So that is all we've got for you today. I hope you found this interesting. If you work in the marketing world or advertising and you are currently trying to figure out how to scale and you just can't do it, call us, text us, chat us. We do. We really do. We call it the Biddyco Bump. That's insider talk. I can't believe I just shared that. Anyways, you can get in touch with us below through the link. Please subscribe, hit like, all the things you can do to a video. I don't know. Either way, just join us back next week. We'll be here. I hope you're here. Talk soon.